So today is the last day at PDC, and let me welcome Ginny Caughey for our interview. Ginny Caughey is a MVP, a Windows Mobile Device Application Development MVP. And thanks so much for being here, Ginny. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Oh, hi. Thanks for having me. I've been a Device Application Development MVP this is my 6th year now. Can you believe it?
That's pretty long, yeah.
That's even older than the Windows Mobile name. And
Yes.
It's amazing all the changes I've seen during that time.
Really?
Yeah. When I started, I was using embedded C++ as the development tool.
Oh, I remember those
Yeah,
days.
you remember
yes.
that? And now I have Visual Studio 2008.
Wow.
Very exciting. It's just incredible, all the growth and excitement around the whole mobile development space.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great. No, I'm
been really
glad.
fun.
I'm glad you like working with Windows Mobile. So today's the last day of the conference. How did you like it? What did you take away, especially for mobile? I know you work a lot in the mobile enterprise. What did you take away from it?
Well, I think the most interesting thing that I've seen at the conference is Silverlight for mobile. There's a fantastic session showing the future of where we're going with Silverlight on mobile devices. That is so powerful to be able to give that type of ease of use on a Windows mobile device. So I'm really, really looking forward to working with that once that's available as a tool. But not only that, the other focus that I've been particularly interested here in this conference is all of the synchronization technology that the Sync Framework team is working on. Because as an enterprise developer, I'm not interested only in the data on the Windows mobile device, but also getting that data back and forth to the enterprise.
So,
and to make it easier and easier to do.
And so, are we making good progress or good developments that you learned about?
It's fantastic. It's really fantastic. And the rate of change, the speed that they're pushing these products out in CTP and beta, so all of us can start working with it and give them feedback. It's really a great thing to see.
That's great. So how do you think Windows Mobile rules in the enterprise development
Well, the
area?
biggest thing for me is I don't have to have a whole lot of different languages and different tool sets for working with devices, because I live with one foot in the mobile space and one foot on the desktop enterprise space.
Oh, that's true,
you know, if I had to use different languages, different editors, different visual tools, I think it would just be so much more trouble. It's really great to be able to use one tool set to develop both. Being able to use SQL Server Compact as a database gives me the ability to use a SQL syntax similar to what I use on my enterprise applications. So it makes it just so much simpler.
So that's good to hear. So, and I'm sure we'll have a lot of cool things coming up in the future. So tell me about some of the interesting projects you've worked on.
Well, the main area that I'm been involved in is the garbage industry. I usually tell people what I do garbage in, garbage out.
Garbage in, garbage out.
Right.
Yes.
We're a vertical ISV company in the solid waste industry. We have customers all over North America, including quite a few here in California.
Oh, really?
And that's what I've been doing. But there's a mobile piece that uses Windows, an industrially hardened Windows mobile device.
Like one of the ones we have here
like
on the booth?
Like one of the ones in the booth.
A rugged device.
A rugged device that a garbage worker can use in an industrial setting, using my code, connecting with enterprise data.
Wow, isn't that cool?
And it's cool not only from a business perspective and from a technical perspective, but from an environmental perspective as well.
Yes.
So it's really fun to see how you can apply technology to make the world a better place too.
Yes. Wow, I did not know that they were using our devices in the garbage industry.
There you are.
Yeah.
In fact, there are a lot of places that Windows mobile devices are used that people probably don't realize.
Yes, I mean, I know the UPS people or something like that, and hospitals, but
the consumer devices are more visible out in the world.
Yes.
But there are other devices that are doing real work that are using Windows Mobile as an operating system. And I assume for the reasons that I like it.
And so tell me a little bit, why did you decide I'm going to develop for enterprise versus the consumer?
Well, the enterprise is where the most interesting challenge is.
Yes.
For a developer, it's an area where there can be good money to be made too. And so you can really make that investment in good code, good architecture, good hardware, and it pays off for everyone. Not only for an ISV company like me, but also for the customer who has the benefit of getting good information at a reasonably low cost to them.
So that's really, really great. So what is your upcoming project? going to be?
Mainly I'm expanding what I'm doing out into the cloud.
Out into the cloud,
This is very future looking, but
Yes.
one of the focuses of this particular conference has been what you can do with the cloud
Yes.
to assist. And so I'm really looking at synchronizing data with the cloud, using the cloud as a way of sharing data between devices. So that's an area I'm actively investigating.
So really, this must have been a good conference.
It's been
for
a
you
fantastic
then,
conference.
especially with the cloud.
But then PDC always is.
PDC always
it's
is.
a great conference. Great conference.
That's true. And so generally, you work as an MVP. How do you enjoy that?
Oh, I love it. I just think it's fantastic talking to other people who are using the same technology that I am. Many of them share some of the same challenges that I do, and also some of the same pleasures.
Yes, most
from
definitely.
solving those challenges.
Yes.
And it's a great place to go and meet colleagues who are doing the same thing.
Yes, that's good to know. I know you MVPs have a lot to talk about and a lot of information to share, make a great community. So what would you recommend for anybody who's new in Windows Mobile development?
You know, it's interesting you asked that because I was on a web chat not too long ago,
Oh, really?
and we got that very question from a student. He wanted to know what should he do to prepare for Windows Mobile development. And the first thing is, of course, learn basic programming skills, of course.
Yes.
But then learning .NET.
Yes.
That's the next thing, because once you know .NET, whether it's C# or VB, then you already have the base skills for developing for Windows Mobile.
Yes.
Because Windows Mobile is a subset and a superset of the desktop.
That's true. So basically, you're ready to go then.
Yeah,
and we
you
have
are.
the tools there.
Right.
And now all these new technologies coming up, Silverlight.
Oh, yes, very exciting.
Yes.
Very exciting.
Are you going to play around with Silverlight? I know I'm going to read up on it.
Definitely, definitely.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. Who knows? We can all share something
Of
exciting
course.
next
Well,
time.
well, that's the thing about Silverlight, because it's web-based. It's something that's very easy to share. Say, go to my URL. Look at this cool app I wrote.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, so pretty much thanks very much for being here.
Oh, thank you for inviting me.